do have two options of either blowing the planet up, which when I blow the planet up, it's just going to be nothing but darkness, and allowing, by the red is forward, which I guess is kind of translates to true. I guess which is called the Father. The Father.
Well, I
know that.
If you're God, aren't you the Father then?
Yeah, I am.
Then why don't you just, if you're God, can't you just, you could stop things. You don't have to blow anything up.
Yeah, I guess I could. Just like to fall off of a mountain and have angels come down and, do that, but you should not tempt the Lord your God.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, it doesn't, because if you're God, then you're not tempting, what are you tempting yourself?
No, I'm saying that to you when you asked me, well, why don't I just have all these problems whisk away? I said, I guess I could. I could fall off of a mountain and have angels, grab me by my arms and, levitate and float me down to the ground and, I can land on my tiptoes. But you shall not tempt the Lord your God. Orange is my dad, which I know isn't my real dad. But he is my real dad, but he's not my father.
Like your biological father?
Yeah.
But, son, don't you think I know who your biological father is?
Your brother is Christ.
But
I remember when I was a young kid, really young, this is still at the brick house, that he had told me, he said that, Christ, Jesus Christ or Christ, was going to go down into hell and free everybody. And that would be the one time he was going to free everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's probably true, but that doesn't mean that he's Jesus. And it certainly doesn't mean that I
did not say he was Jesus. I said he was Christ.
Well, then what's the difference if Jesus is the Christ?
Do you know, when I got picked up out of jail by the girl that I lived with, we were driving. And I've been looking at black the whole time. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Ghostface?
Ghostface?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
No.
That's me. I'm Ghostface. Do you know who started that, though?
No, who?
Your brother.
No.
All right, but anyway, back to my story.
Okay.
When I got picked up out of jail for a failure to appear.
Yeah.
I was riding in the passenger seat, and I looked in the mirror, and I was looking at black, which is your brother's color, or shade of light.
Right.
Right, and I was looking at his eyebrows, and I saw him. He was sitting there, and he looked bored as fuck. He looked bored. Oh, another thing, brown is my little sister.
Your little sister who?
Your brother's daughter. Michaela is only my half-sister.
Mark, I was there.
I've learned a lot.
Mark, I would know if my brother did something to me and impregnated me, son. I would know this.
Well.
And honestly, what reason would I have to lie to you about it, son? Like, if something like that had happened, I would certainly want somebody to know, because I'd want you to be tested for genetics and all sorts of stuff.
Well, you know what, Mama?
Huh?
You're definitely, you're not lying. We'll call a spade a spade. You're not lying. But, I guess you're pretty good at keeping a secret. Which is the color white is about, I guess, from what I've been explained to, like looking at left white, right white. left black, right black, which I don't look at left black unless I'm really just fucking angry.
Well, Mark, who tells you not to look at the colors a certain way? Like you can only look at black to the right or to the left. Who tells you that?
Because I'm looking right.
But
Basically, I wanted myself to do that. I wanted myself to look right, basically on any color, whether it was orange or green or blue or whatever. Like, I just wanted to look right because it was the right thing. In my mind, in my eyes, I felt like looking right is the right thing to do.
yeah, but if I look at a color anyway, it doesn't change it. I can look at, like, well, what color are you then, Mark? If I'm white and your dad's orange or your Chris Spiotti's orange, then what color are you?
I'm the rainbow. I'm the rainbow. I mean, they even called me that in jail. My last stint in jail, they was calling me that. My other color, or my other name that they gave me, was Lightning. Like Lightning McQueen?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, though. Then, if you're God, then what is Sammy Joe?
Christ. He's my son.
Sammy, my brother is your son?
Yeah, I mean, he's my biological father.
But
I'm your dad reincarnate.
You're my dad reincarnate?
Yeah,
but
his father reincarnate.
But my dad's not dead.
I know, he's the father.
I'm getting confused.
Like, your father is not dead.
Right.
Your dad has been passed. He passed away a year before I was born.
Right. So you're my dad?
Yeah, essentially.
Do you have any of his memories?
No, I don't remember much. Like, I don't remember anything. Like when I see things, like, in the news or, like through stories, like, yeah, stuff sounds familiar. Like, it's like, oh, yes, this is familiar. Like, I could see how that could happen. Or, like, how I could have done that. I can see that. I can make sense out of it. I have memories of, like, no, I don't. I don't have anything.
Well, how do you know
Which makes sense.
How do you know that you're my dad reincarnate? Like, how do you...
Because I was told.
Who told you that?
Not only black, purple.
But that's but purple is your grandma. Who told you that you're my dad reincarnate?
Black and purple, and that's it.
These colors told you that?
Those two colors, yeah. Which is Christ and
Grandma Vicky?
I guess, I had thought, no, because this is another funny thing, is how I know that my dad isn't my biological father, is because my grandma Vicky.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a color. She don't have a color.
You just told me she was purple.
No, that's Grandma Kathy.
Oh, I thought you meant Grandma Vicky.
No.
She doesn't have a color.
No.
So these colors tell you these things?
My dad, they do. Like, it's not colors. Like, they're celestial beings.
Oh. But
I call it the cosmos. I had a dream once. It was my first time in jail. I had a dream of this red figure, which I thought, it looked kind of like the devil.
Yeah.
Like, if you have an iPhone or whatever, there's like a red figure, there's a red mask. There's one with like a long nose, and then there's one with like just regular, like a regular tribal-looking mask with black hair. It looked exactly like him. But he had me on his shoulders, flew me above the earth, where we were on the moon, basically.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was asking him, what is this? Or what is this? Or is this the heavens? Or where are we going? Because he was taking me somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were flying across basically what humans would call outer space.
Right.
We were flying through it, and I call it the cosmos. That's what I call it. I call it the cosmos. We were flying through the cosmos, and I was asking, I was like, where are we going? Or what is this? Or, and his only response was, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Those were his only response.
Mm-hmm.
Was, I don't know. Then we flew onto this, like, kind of planet looking, I guess it was like a planet, or maybe it could have been like another spot on Earth. Like,
Yeah.
he dropped me into the snow, but the snow was not cold. It was not cold where I was at.
Right.
And
Well, Mark,
he had,
Mark, I'm trying to study for a test, but I would love to sit here and listen, but we've already been on the phone for like 40 minutes, so I got to get off the phone soon. But listen to me, like, I'm not saying what you're saying, isn't happening or isn't being said to you or spoken to you or isn't happening with, like, your birth certificates being lost and whatever else. But remember when I said, like, I think you need to talk to somebody? You don't have to have an ID card or a birth certificate to talk to somebody. And you don't know, Mark, they might be able to help you and get into a different situation, or at least into a situation that's safe, so you don't have to guard your things all the time because they come up missing. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I didn't fully understand, like, what you were saying, like, between me talking to somebody and me having to guard my things so they don't come up missing. I didn't get.
No, I was saying, maybe they could help you. Maybe you could find a safe place to be that you don't have to live, trying to guard everything that you own, birth certificates, ID cards, social security cards, because that just seems kind of strange that all of these related items are coming up missing. You know what I'm saying? That's one, but two, you've even said yourself, it's like torture. You can't, you can only look at certain colors because everything else, starts getting in the way.
Because I get intimidated by the police if I don't.
I know, but what I'm telling you is that is a sign, Mark, that you need some help. And I'm not in a position that I can help you. I mean, I love that you call and that you talk to me and stuff, but it's almost like torment for me because I can't help you and I'm not there. That's why
you are helping me. Like, when you listen to me,
no,
that helps me. You don't understand how much it helps me, and it relieves my fucking brain. When I call and talk to you and tell you the stuff that's happening to me,
yeah,
it relieves so much stress.
Yeah.
You don't believe me.
No, I believe.
I feel like what you are hearing from me, you're not taking it seriously.
What part?
I mean, not like you should take it like, oh, serious, like life or death or anything. I just feel like you're not taking me seriously.
What part don't you feel like I take seriously? What part do you think that I'm not?
That it's helping me to be able to talk to you.
No, I feel like you get some relief, son, but, once you get off the phone with me, you're still going to be tormented. That's the part I can't help you with. That's what I'm talking about.
I know, and I'm not asking for that kind of help.
But I'm asking you to get that kind of help. For me. Like
Me? When you look at the phone and see that it's me calling you, that's me asking for help. The ring is me asking for help. And you deciding whether or not you're going to answer the phone or not is you deciding, are you going to help me or are you not going to help me?
And every time you call, Mark, I do answer the phone.
And that's that. I don't need money, anything monetary. All I'm asking for is your ear.
And you have it, son.
And your lips sometimes. Like when you have input, then I love to hear it.